Have you learned the song yet?
I have not. I'm going to start practicing. I think I'm going to write it down on like a flashcard. See, we needed Bob here for this specifically.
Green Acres is the place to be.
Thank you.
Farm living is the life for me.
Incredible service at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. I can't do Bob's part here. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. That's chores. That's doors. Fresh air. Times Square.
You are my wife?
Goodbye, city life. Green Acres, we are there. Boom, boom. I know, don't quit my day job. Well, this is my day job now, so.
What's up, Miss Debbie? Congratulations on that win, ma'am.
You're going down this weekend, though, Debbie. You're going down like the stock market.
We got to get Miss Debbie in here to have some wings with us. Got to get you here, Miss Debbie.
Welcome to Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show. We're here in week 7. Gosh, I know I do that every week. It's week 7 for the season. It's week 6 for Navarre football as they'll be hosting Escambia. It's homecoming this Friday night, Marty. It's not Bob, but Bob's going to be with us shortly.
He will.
Our guest tonight will be Coach Gardner, the special teams coach at Navarre. We're going to have Jack Meyer, our place kicker. He does all the kicking. We're going to have Tyler Pitch. He is our long snapper. And then we're going to have on our punter, Jacob Bishop. So Bob will be conducting the interview with Coach Gardner. Oh, please, Bob. I only have one BK in my house, and she's a lot better looking than him. And Bob will take care.
Right.
He's throwing me off my whatever. Anyways, Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show. It's Buffalo Wild Wings here in Navarre. We got a great lineup tonight.
You were talking about homecoming and being
homecoming this week, and thanks for getting me back on track, Big Daddy.
Sure,
Anyways, we have fun with it, and I hope that you guys enjoy the show every Tuesday at Culver's, Wednesday night here, and our broadcast on Friday night. We'll be at home this week, and I'm still working out with the Crestview coaching staff up there to get us in next week, and it should be another district game next Friday night in Crestview for our longest road trip of the season.
That's how we had to bring in my rookie year.
I know.
It was good. Thank you.
No traveling to Panama City. No road trips to Tallahassee. No even going across the Pensacola Bay Bridge this year, as all the Pensacola teams are coming to Navarre this year. So it's travel-wise, it doesn't get any better than this.
No, I mean, we're fortunate and blessed to not only travel within this area, but to see some really good football.
Debbie, thank you you're always the first one. Either you or Joe are always the first one to check in, and we appreciate you and being your patronage of Irish Bill Sports and Navarre football. And we love all of our viewers, despite who they cheer for in their off time. We can't control that.
We can't.
And but yeah, Vanderbilt. I'm going with Vanderbilt this week. No, I'm not. But yeah, I am going with Bama, and we'll get to those picks right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn the page. Well, we're going to go our high school picks, and this is where we're going. We got one Thursday night. Mariana heading over to North Bay Haven, which is just outside of Panama City. Joe and Paul are going with Mariana, and the rest of us are going with North Bay Haven. And that should be a good ball game. Both teams, having so-so seasons so far this year. Friday nights, we got Scambia, and it's a clean slate. Everybody's going with Navarre to get their first win on Friday night. It's homecoming.
Yeah.
They got to win on homecoming.
No, we've showed a lot of improvement, and I know we'll talk about it, Bill. But
Most definitely. Choctaw heading to South Walton. That's not a contest. They're all going with the Indians on the road. What a season they're having so far, and they could go deep. Problem with their actually, they changed up. Nope, they're still that. Anyways, they should have no problem winning their district. In fact, is anybody going to score on them in their district? Well, They did last week, a touchdown for Arnold. And that's all that they've given up in like their last 14 points in their last 5 games.
Yeah, man.
That's incredible.
It is.
The defense that they have over there at Choctaw. We got Pine Forest going to Crestview. I really had to debate this one. But Pine Forest hasn't played in a couple of weeks. So I took Pine Forest, so did Bob. The rest of you guys took Crestview. So we got a little.
I felt the same way. It was tough. It was like picking straws, man.
And I was even debating on this next one before I finally came to my senses. Pace going on their longest road trip of the season. They're heading on over to Madison County to take a very tough place to play. Last year it was a close game. And I think it was a touchdown game, pulling it out. But Madison County is one of the toughest places to play in the whole state of Florida.
Yes, sir.
Boot Hill.
Yep.
That's the name of their stadium. We're all going with Pace. The Gulf Breeze heading over to West Florida. It's a long season. They are this year's Milton. Gulf Breeze, and they're heading to West Florida. Should be no contest there. Godby and Niceville. I thought long and hard about this one because Godby, they're up and down, but Niceville will not lose 3 games in a row at home. I can't remember that ever happening.
That's literally the only reason why I went with them.
So Paul is going with Godby. Paul's sometimes the odd man out most of the time, and that's probably why he's pulling up the rear. Anyways, we love you, Paul. Pensacola playing Booker T. Washington. They're playing over at Blue Wahoo Stadium. You all took Washington. I'm going with Pensacola. I like the way that their offense has been rolling the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, but that was a tough one too, man. That was a tough pick right there.
We got Wakulla coming over to Fort Walton Beach. We're all going with the War Eagles on the road. Good program. Having a little bit of a down year. We got Lincoln going across county lines from Leon on over to Gadsden County. Gadsden County. I can't say any more on them. What's happened to them this year has already been said. They did their own. They dug their own grave this year. We're going with Lincoln in that one, all of us. Leon heading up to Georgia, up to Cairo, face the syrup makers.
Yeah.
That could be a sticky situation for Leon. I was holding that one back.
Bro, they're physical up there.
They are. They play some good football up there in Cairo. We're all going with the syrup makers at home. Bishop, actually, Leon lost 70-0 to Lincoln, so that was a pretty easy pick there. Bishop Kenny coming over to Tallahassee to face Rickards on the blue turf. We're going with Bishop Kenny. Paul, of course, Paul's going with Rickards. I guess he's trying to dig his way back up to the top, so if he gets a couple of upsets, he's right back there. Then we got Walton going to Arnold. Arnold struggled on offense. Walton has struggled on offense, but Arnold hasn't proven to me a whole lot, so we're all going with the Braves on the road. Destin going to Catholic, and they're facing a Catholic team that is rolling right now.
They're churning it up, man.
And they didn't even have their best running back last week, so they went to their backup, and Ethan Crandall went for 200+.
He's been balling.
Yeah, he's a Gulf Breeze transfer.
Yep.
Childs heading across town to Florida High. Bob going with Childs, the rest of us going with Florida High. That was a tough pick for me.
Yeah, no, the 2 really good teams. Florida High is actually ranked top 75 in the state, though.
Yeah, and that's what I end up deciding on Florida High. Plus, they're playing at home.
Yes, sir.
They're on the south side of Tallahassee. Northview heading to Baker. Baker rolling. I'm sorry, Northview, no chance in this one. We're all going with the Gators at home. Central at Jay. That's another long year for Coach Surratt up there in Allen Allentown, just north of Milton. He'll get it on track. If anybody can, Coach Surratt can. Jay will win that one. All of us taking the Royals. Sneeds at Bluntstown, probably not a better offense rolling right now in the Panhandle. Their offense, 50 points a game.
Yeah.
So we're all going with the Tigers at home. Port St. Joe at Rutherford. Clean slate there. We're all taking the Tiger Sharks on the road. North Florida Christian at Jefferson County. Short trip for North Florida Christian. We're all going with them on the road. Franklin County heading to Cottondale.
Another tough one, man.
You all took the Seahawks ago when Cottondale put up 60 on Freeport in a losing battle. When they got the offense rolling, Cottondale could put up some points. So I took Cottondale. You all took the Seahawks on the road.
That's another tight one, Bill. That was hard.
Scylla Christian heading up into Georgia to Calhoun County. Not sure where Calhoun County is at.
I'm not sure either. I'm sad to say that, but I don't know where
But they've been struggling this year, so we all went with Scylla Christian in that one. I believe they're the Warriors. Great nickname there, mascot. Graceville heading to Vernon in the battle of attrition.
That's a good way to put it.
Vernon very limited on their players this year. New coach. Graceville had the year off last year.
Yeah.
Both teams have been struggling to put points on the board. So we kind of split it down the middle. Joe and Paul took Vernon at home, and Bob, we were all heading to Liberty County. The weeks, Coach Tranquil, who was the old Vernon coach before he went back home to Liberty County, is where he graduated high school from. He's been there for a couple of years now. We're all going with Liberty County at home. Lighthouse PCA going on the road in Alabama to face Monroe Academy, an undefeated team.
Them boys are good.
Having a good season.
Yes, sir.
And I believe they're 5-0 on the year.
Yep.
We're all taking Monroe Academy at home. Crenshaw Christian Academy heading to Rocky Bayou. I really didn't want to go with Rocky Bayou, but Crenshaw has been struggling this year as well. So I went with Rocky Bayou. The rest of you took Crenshaw Christian Academy out of Alabama. They got to come down to the 8-5-0.
Yeah.
And then probably one of the best matchups of the week, Taylor County going to Maclay. Both teams are unbeaten. They're both 5-0 on the season. And this is a huge matchup because, they're not in the same because Taylor County dropped down. They would have been in the same classification, but Taylor County dropped down into the rural classification because of their enrollment numbers. So Marty is the only one who took Maclay, the home team. So not a bad pick if they weren't playing Taylor County.
I know. Taylor County's good.
So there's our high school games. Now we'll switch over and we'll talk a little bit about our college games coming up this week. We got a Thursday night game tomorrow night. Sam Houston at New Mexico State. I don't know why these guys took Sam Houston, but they're 0-for on the season, and they're going to face the Aggies of New Mexico State at home. Bob, myself, and Marty are taking the home team. Joe and Paul are taking Sam Houston. Okay.
I wonder if they got them mixed up with SMU.
No, because that's SMU's further down the road. So
I was trying
to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I can't really question either one of them. They're smart guys.
Yeah, that's true. They're smart guys. Not in that pick though. Anyways, Friday games. Charlotte heading to South Florida. The first non-big game, but don't sell Charlotte short. They're the 49ers. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah.
I did know
Brady
that.
had one of his old teammates that transferred and went over there to play at Charlotte for a year or two.
The only reason I know is because Georgia played them a few years back. I can't remember what year.
And we're all going with South Florida in that one, as we're all taking San Diego State at home against Colorado State and BYU at home against West Virginia. West Virginia is struggling this year under a new head coach, but he's been there before, Rich Rodriguez, back at West Virginia. He'll get that program back up and running once he gets a couple recruiting classes under his belt.
He can recruit, seriously.
Indeed.
He came all the way to Alabama to get Pat White.
And they love him in West Virginia.
He came all the way to Alabama to get Pat White that year, man.
Yes, he did. And Pat White almost took him to a national championship.
Absolutely.
And we got Saturday games. Illinois with a big win over USC last week on a last-second field goal. They're going to Purdue. Purdue has improved, but not enough. We're all going with the Illini on the road. Army heading into Birmingham. That's not the National Guard. That's West Point Army heading into UAB. We're all going with the Black Knights in that one. UAB no slouch. Head coach Trent Dilfer is the head coach. He's been there for about 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
Iowa State at Cincinnati. Cincinnati had a big win last week. You and Paul are taking Cincinnati. The rest of us are taking Iowa State. All of us taking Georgia to bounce back at home against Kentucky.
Yep.
Kentucky doesn't play very well on the road in the SEC. Wisconsin heading to Michigan. Wisconsin a down year. Backup quarterback. And Michigan coming off a loss to Oklahoma a couple of weeks ago. We're all going with the Wolverines in the big house. Wake Forest heading to Virginia Tech. Wake Forest gave their opponent all they wanted last week, but not enough. So we're going with Virginia Tech at home in that one. West Florida traveling up to Oklahoma for the first time in the history of their program. They're taking Northeastern State. We're all going with the Argonauts on the road. Everybody's saying, well, why you pick the West Florida game? Because, well, one, they're an 8-5-0 team, and we want to.
Yeah, they're one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, I think they're number 3 or 4 right now.
Yeah.
And
soon to be Division One.
Division 2, I would think so in the future. Clemson heading to North Carolina. We're all going with the Tigers to bounce back in the battle of I don't know what to say about Belichick anymore. He can recruit 24-year-olds, but they're just not football players. Well, we're going with Clemson in that one. Boston College heading to Pittsburgh. Paul taking Boston College, and the rest of us taking Pittsburgh at home. Oklahoma State, not a good year. They're heading to Arizona. It shouldn't be a close game at all. We're all going with the Wildcats at home. Texas at Florida. On paper, this is all Texas, but you know what? Sometimes Florida will jump up.
Their defense is actually playing pretty well right now.
And I'm looking for Lagway to have one of those games. I don't know if it'll be against Texas, but he has a tendency to go off in one game, and hopefully for them it's this week.
Yeah.
We're all going with Texas on the road. Boise State heading to South Bend to take on Notre Dame. Brady's up there. He got up there today. He's going to the game with my brother and my niece's husband. So they're heading over to Notre Dame campus on Saturday for Boise State. Shouldn't be a close game.
That game will get ugly quick.
I think so. I think it might even be uglier than last week against Arkansas.
Yeah.
We're all going with the Irish Stare. Washington at Maryland. We're taking Washington on the road. Bob's taking Maryland. He's taking the Terrapins. Virginia off a big win last week over Florida State. Not 2 weeks in a row. Louisville's a tough place to play.
No, it is. It's really hard.
So we're going with Louisville, and you're going with Virginia for back-to-back weeks. I believe you took Virginia last week.
No,
we all took Florida State.
I almost took Virginia. Almost.
Syracuse at SMU. We're all going with the Mustangs at home. The Pony Express. You remember the Pony Express?
Yeah, man, that was a great story.
Vanderbilt at Alabama. Bob's going with the upset. He's going with Vandy. The rest of us, against my better judgment, Debbie, I am going with Bama in this one. Peter checking in. Hey, Peter, welcome to the show tonight. And I think Peter is one of our managers, football managers. So we had him on last year. Great young man. And then we got Michigan State heading to Nebraska, all going with the Huskers at home. Grady Kelly may have a big game, but I don't think they got enough offense to beat Nebraska on the road. Yeah. Penn State going to UCLA. Yeah, little game James will win this one. He just can't win the big one. You see his records against top 10 teams and top 5 teams. Not very good.
Man.
That's why they call him Little Game James. Kansas heading to UCF. You're going with the Knights at home. The rest of us going with Kansas. Texas Tech. They're that team that out of the Big 12 that's going to be going to the college football playoff this year. And we're all taking the Raiders.
They're finally playing defense.
Houston, it will be a tough game because Houston's got a solid team this year.
Sure.
But we're all going with the Red Raiders on the road. Mississippi State heading to A&M. This should be a good game, but we're going with A&M at home. Miami at Florida State. Joe and Paul are going with Miami. The rest of us are going with an upset. Florida State is going to bounce back after that loss to Virginia this past week. Minnesota at Ohio State, no contest there. Buckeyes in a rampage there. Colorado, you just can't get away from your Colorado team, can you?
Well, no, I mean, they've played some really, really tight games. They obviously beat TCU a couple years ago. They're coming to Colorado, so I think they're going to get off the snide this week, but we'll see.
Yeah, Marty taking Colorado. The rest of us taking the Horned Frogs. And Duke at California. A road trip, a long way to go from the East Coast to the West Coast. I think that will be a pretty good game. That'll be the late game on Saturday night. And I think
Duke's playing some good ball.
Paul, Bob, and I are taking Duke, and you're taking Duke as well.
Yes, sir.
And Joe is taking California. So there's our college picks, and the only way to find out how we do is to tune in next week, because last week is a clean sweep for yours truly. 23-5 high school. Marty was 22-6. Joe and Bob 21-7. Paul 19-9. College picks. I was 21-5. Marty and Bob were 19-7. Joe 18-8, and Paul 17-9. As he's got. We need to buy him a little caboose. But we're going to head out for commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have Bob and Coach Gardner, the special teams coach at Navarre, here on the Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Navarre. We'll be right back after this break.
It's going to be a good night. Get everybody on.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Whether they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help, because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Craig Culver of Culver's. Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef, and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. A buying, building, or refinancing a dream home is in your future. You need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes, Stacy Wright, and Sheila Billingham are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or refinancing experiences smooth. So University Lending at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call us at 850-396-0322.
Sometimes all you need to change your lifetime. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best. Marty! You're dead weight! Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus. Let's go sports bar!
The Hustle isn't named after anyone. Not after a designer. Definitely not after a mythological god. It's not about stripes or ranking or status. The Hustle is real. The Hustle is about you. So keep in mind when you're repping and rocking Hustle Hard USA streetwear, you can tell all the onlookers that this mark, this brand represents your hustle, your grind. You put in that time, that sweat, that pain. Now it's up to you to show them all what you got. Win or lose, the hustle is real. Go to www.hustlehardusa.com, and I can guarantee you will not be disappointed. Navarre Fitness is where old school meets new. Whether you're into free weights or the latest and greatest weightlifting equipment, they will meet your needs. They have cardio machines as well if you want to get your sweat on. Whatever direction you decide to go, trainers Clay Horton, Brick Grubbs, Andrew Coase, and Stephanie Hunt will be there to assist you along the way. So what are you waiting for? Oh yeah, how do I join? Just go to navarrefitness.net and check out our rates or call us at 850-816-5434. You can even stop by our location at 8700B Navarre Parkway in Navarre. You can also visit our sister gym, Midway Fitness, at 5660 Gulf Breeze Parkway, Unit 1. Both facilities are open 24/7. We are the place to go to get you.
I handle kickers, long snappers, holders, and then I drag the trailer to games with all our equipment in it, and do some of the field painting for the game field.
It's a forgotten group, of folks, and one of your former Navarre Raiders, Vinny Villanova, maybe. They may not redshirt him like the plan was at West Florida. My understanding is that the regular long snapper for University of West Florida, the Argonauts, got hurt, and so Vinny, I guess, is the backup long snapper.
I talked to his dad earlier this week, before last week's game, and he said that Vinny's definitely dressing. We just don't know if he's going to be starting. So, but he may be getting his shot, which is pretty cool. And
good stuff,
And he's a good one. Like he.
So kickers, punters, holders, snappers.
Yep.
The whole shebang. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I interviewed you last year, but you're not on faculty.
Nope.
At Navarre, you're a volunteer.
Correct. Yes,
volunteer
I'm
coach.
Considered a volunteer.
What do you do? You're not furloughed now, are you?
No. So I was Air Force.
Yeah.
Thank
you for your service.
Thank
My
you.
goodness.
Appreciate that. I 9 years active duty, and I started out here at Hurlburt Field was my first duty station.
Yeah.
So that's my link to this area. Met my wife while I was here. Drug her to Alaska and then to Texas and then Kentucky, and then we finally landed back here. So.
Elmendorf?
Yep. Did 3 years up there.
OMG. Who didn't like you?
What
general didn't like you?
I actually volunteered.
Did you really?
Yeah, I sure
I've heard a lot of people. Yeah.
Well, I saw it as an opportunity to go see a place that not a lot of people get to go to.
Yeah.
And so we took advantage of that, and it was really cool. But after 3 years, we were ready. We said, okay, we've seen it. We've done it. Let's go home. And so we came back down here.
So you ended up at Hurlburt or Eglin?
Well, I separated after 9 years. I was actually an instructor in Texas, teaching at the DoD Fire Academy. I was a firefighter.
Lackland?
No, I was at Goodfellow.
Okay.
In San Angelo. Separated out of there and got hired at Fort Campbell as a civilian, working the fire department there.
Oh, wow.
And then I did a lateral transfer from Army over to Navy, and ended my time doing that at NAS Pensacola in 2021.
Oh, that's recent, dude.
Yeah, 2021 was when I finished
4 years.
the fire service. Yep. And now I work for a fire alarm company. So I went from chasing fire alarms to installing and repairing them. Kind of a different take on it.
Well, yeah. I mean, good for you.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. I bet you're glad you're not in the military right now. Although they're not affected. Military's not affected by the
Right.
the shutdown. Tell me what's the funnest part about your job besides working with these pretty smart guys?
I think it's kind of coming up with some of the creative stuff we've seen this year already on like kickoff, for example, where we did the fake onside where we lined up a kid who's not even a kicker. What game was this? Milton, I think.
Yeah.
We line a kid up, make it look like he's going to go onside left. We put Jack down on a knee. Nobody even knows he's there. And this kid runs by the ball. It's Landon Johns. Runs by the ball. Runs right past the ball. Jack pops up and hits a perfect onside right.
Oh, it was beautiful.
And we recover it. So,
did you try that against Mosley? I think the ball went out of bounds.
We didn't do that one. What did we do? I'm trying to remember. We had a bunch of, and we've got a handful of others in our pocket right now, you know, that we've been working on. So I think just being able to be, you know, with Coach Bagley and the way he kind of, he's kind of a mad scientist with special teams,
right?
And it's fun to be a part of. It's fun to go out on the practice field every day and get to work with Jack on these weird, different nuances of onside kicks or whatever. So that,
we probably got two of the best kickers in Northwest Florida that I've seen. Our punter Bishop is just lights out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's and he, both these guys, of course they'll be on here shortly, but Jack and Jacob both went to Coles. They got invites to the National Scholarship Invitational this summer.
Right.
So they got to attend that for the first time.
That's cool.
And Jack came out of it as a 3.5-star rated kicker.
No kidding.
And Jacob came out of it. Jack might even be a 4-star. I can't remember for sure, and that's a shame on me because I should know. But I do know that Bishop is a 4.5-star rated punter.
Yeah.
With Coles, which is pretty awesome.
Can't think of too many defensive people who've been kickers. I'm thinking Luke Rosa maybe way back. But Jacob Bishop, a defensive, that's a unique situation where you got your punter, not just a punter.
Right. Yeah,
he's a stalwart on the line. How does that work?
In high school, it's not that odd because I'd say that the majority, and in high school, what you tend to see a little more of is your starting kicker. A lot of times is your punter as well.
Right.
But Jacob's tall. He can really generate a lot of torque from the waist down with longer legs.
Right.
And we've just really worked hard over the last couple of years, kind of trying to refine his basics of kicking, of punting. Little reminders about the things that are really important. And when he focuses on those, that's when he hits those really good balls. He just.
It's really a weapon. Not only can he kick it inside the 20, which is a great weapon, but he kicks it high. He kicks those sky kicks, allows your special teams guys
our cover
to
team
get under the football.
Get down the field and cover it very well.
So, been a tough start for the Raiders. How, I've heard. I don't know firsthand because I was a lineman, but special teams guys are a little different, right? You kind of practice by yourself and you kick and how has this start affected them, or has it?
It hasn't affected them negatively.
Yeah.
I mean, they come out to the field every day and they want to put in the work. And I can say this about the whole team.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
These kids come to work every day.
Yeah.
And they want to win a football game. And we could see that Friday night against Tate.
Right.
They came out with their hair on fire. They played their guts out. And, came up just a little bit short. But
it was tough. Yeah.
But, I mean, all these kids, I don't think there's a single kid on this team that comes to practice every day going, I want to lose again this week.
Right.
It's not
right.
him.
It's not in them.
It's not in them. It's not in us as
Not in
coaches.
their DNA.
You know, we just, we come to work and we put in work and we go play ball on Friday night, like Coach Bagley has said. You know, it's what we do, and so the energy's good at practice.
Right. Good.
And yeah, so
the team goal is not to use any of your kids.
well, we want to use Jack.
True.
You know, we absolutely want to use Jack because every
True.
time Jack goes on the field, points are on the line.
That's right.
Unless he's
Oh,
kicking
well,
off. You know?
yeah, you're
so
right
yeah,
there.
we certainly want to use Jack. Now, of course, we prefer touchdowns over field goals.
Right.
Unless you're the kicker, and then you want field goals. But yeah, we don't want to use Jacob if we don't have to. But we absolutely want to get Jack on the field, and we started talking about two of the best in the Northwest Florida area. And we talked about Jacob, but we kind of skipped over Jack, and I want to make sure we don't do that.
Oh, absolutely.
Because this kid is,
Jack
he's just a junior.
From 1 year to the next.
Yeah.
Huge improvement.
Yeah, he's just a junior. He's hit 2 40-plus yard field goals already this year.
Right. Yep.
And this
Perfect,
weekend,
perfect on extra points.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Perfect on field goals.
Yep. And in practice today, I stood and watched him hit half dozen 50-yard field goals.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the kid's got a leg, and I'm super
good.
proud of the work that he's putting in. He comes to practice with ideas of his own, too, and he's like, hey, Coach, what do you think about this? And so, we might try something just because
He's
he
doing
had
the
an idea.
thinking, for
yeah,
sure.
he is. He's very, very cerebral.
Right.
He sees what he sees on the field. He brings it back to me on Friday nights. Hey, Coach, this is what I'm looking at. This is where open spots are. And, I take what he says and we talk about it. And we try to figure out how we can exploit it.
So we got two that certainly can play on the next level. That's for dang sure.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And on that subject, Tyler Pitch is here as well. He's our starting field goal long snapper right now. He's our backup punt long snapper.
Right.
And Tyler kind of fell into my lap this year. He did not start the season. Did nothing during the summer with long snapping. It was just after the beginning of the season. I was kind of looking for some more guys because I just wasn't comfortable with where we were at in our long snapping game. And so I kind of polled a couple of coaches and said, give me some ideas. Do you guys have anybody that you think might be able to do this? And Tyler came over, and it didn't take but a few days, and we had him snapping beautiful spirals. And now we've got him to where the speed of the snap has, from last week to this week alone, has almost doubled.
Cool
it's
beans.
just, yeah. So
looks at the world upside down is how I say it. Right?
it is, but when you really look at long snapping, all it is throwing a football upside down.
Right.
Because if you're a right-handed guy, your right hand's on the bottom of the ball, on the laces, just like it would be if you're throwing it overhand.
Right.
So all you do is you take that overhand motion, you flip it upside down,
Right.
and with a little bit of training, you're throwing
How
a ball
far is
upside
it
down.
from the line of scrimmage to the punter?
15 yards.
15 yards.
So
typically.
punt snap's 15 and field goal is 8.
10. 10?
8.
8.
8. Yeah, 8.
How did you get involved? Was it your son, Are you related to Tyler?
No, Taylor.
Taylor.
Class of 23 was my son.
Okay.
Tyler was the year after him.
Okay.
Tyler was the backup varsity kicker when my son was a senior. And then when Taylor graduated, then Tyler took the reins. Played his junior year, but opted not to come back for his senior year.
So they both your sons?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just Taylor.
Just Taylor.
Just Taylor, and he was a kicker.
Yep.
That's how you got involved in the program with Jay Wall.
Yeah. I got involved the year that Tony Carter was the freshman head coach.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first year officially on staff. And, it's just kind of gone on from there. And we've had some, been fortunate. We've had some great kids, from my son to Tyler to Jack. We had Cade Fugate. Unfortunately, his knee just, things didn't work out there.
Right.
So, and I hate that for him because the kid was really coming on strong.
Right.
And he had a setback right at the end of summer, right after camp, that kind of, I think it kind of took the wind out of his sails, and he just kind of opted to focus on the recovery of knee instead of continuing to pound on it.
Sure.
And so he kind of let football go for this year.
Now, Jack comes from a soccer background.
He does. All these kids do. My son played soccer. Tyler played soccer. Jack plays soccer. They all, most of your best kickers do come from that background.
Both? Football and soccer, or just...
Well, most of them come from a soccer background. Now, a lot of them, I know Jack has played football for a long time.
Right.
But his soccer background is what kind of makes it easy to translate over to,
his dad,
to the kicking side.
Dad
of things
coached forever, and maybe still does at NYSA.
Yeah, he does. He still helps out with some of the NYSA soccer stuff. Yeah, and he's part of the high school soccer booster club as well.
As we wrap up, this is Coach Steve Gardner, special teams coach, and drives the team bus. You do everything there. Tell me about what's in the DNA of a kicker and punter and long snapper. You're separate. You're separate most of the time, right?
We are. Yeah,
from the rest of the group, working on things. What's in the DNA of a long snapper and a holder?
Well, I can tell you, kickers and punters definitely have they're different. I think they see the world differently, to include the football field. Now you got to, our holders are our quarterbacks,
right?
So, and that's simply because if we have a bad snap and we need to make a play.
Right.
Well, we'd like to have our quarterback on the field to maybe throw the ball.
Yep.
Whatever we need. So that's really what that's about. Long snappers, they just, Vinny was one of those. Again, Vinny was one of those that fell into our lap. We had no idea.
Right.
And him and Tyler Daniel live next door to each other.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right.
And
they snap. Paul would say they snap at middle of the night.
Yeah, I'm up in Kentucky. I'm up in Kentucky on our bye week that season. And I'm getting these videos from Tyler at 10 o'clock at night of them out in the street snapping a football. And I said, okay, great. We'll talk about it when I get back.
Right.
So the next week we came back and we worked Vinny into the rotation. And the next thing you know, this kid's snapping, 0.65 on punt snap, which is insane. Like that's high-level college, low-level NFL snap times. It's insane. Yeah. So with those guys, it's just when you find that guy that really has that niche, you really want to, hone in on it.
Is it upper? Obviously, Bob, it's upper body. What is it with the
believe it or
snappers?
not, it's a full body thing.
I'm sorry.
It's a full body thing.
Okay.
Where they kind of start with their head, where their head starts to push through, and then that kind of loads the shoulders, brings the shoulders into play, and then the arms follow through. Mm-hmm. And when they're really proficient at it, you get some really, really good stuff out of them.
Before we let you go, do you handle the returns too, or is
no? Coach Hammy handles the punt returners, and the kickoff returners.
And kickoff returns.
Yeah, he's got the return guys.
Because that's certainly an art to. I noticed you put Marquez on the, I don't know what you call them, the far wing. When you did that onside kick, was that on purpose?
Well, Marquez is on lot of our special teams.
Yeah.
So I won't say it was on purpose necessarily. Now we may shift him around some depending on what we're doing, because he's also a really good coverage guy because he played defense before this year.
True that.
So he understands what tackling is and how to tackle. So depending on what we're doing, we may shift him just for coverage purposes, not necessarily. Just for an onside kick, it just kind of.
Well, depends. The one he recovered, he played the. What do they call that? Far personal.
Oh,
wing?
he was on. He was just out there on the sideline.
What do they call that? Sideline, wing.
It's. I mean, in that case, it's kind of like a. Well, in our kickoff terms, he's a ball guy, really.
Okay.
Yeah, because certain guys are designated ball guys, and then other guys are designated as coverage guys based on a direct or a location that they're supposed to target downfield.
We've been talking to the good-looking guy, man, Steve Gardner. I may have more hair than he does, but he's got better looks and age on me. We thank you for your volunteer spirit, first of all, and for your service in the military.
Appreciate it.
And for Taylor Gardner.
Yeah.
He had a good career.
He did.
He did.
He did.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Always
Absolutely.
a good interview. Steve Gardner, special teams coach. They're a valuable piece of Navarre's weaponry, if that's a word. And we appreciate you coming on and bringing the boys. They came so professionally dressed. We noticed last week, I guess we had the receivers, they wore the button, like the button downs. Holy mackerel. I'm like, man, I'm underdressed.
Yeah, here I'm in a T-shirt. So
it says Navarre football. That's all that matters, Coach. You had tonight hot dog night?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. Raider Dog Wednesday. Every week.
Coach Steve Gardner, thanks again. We will be back shortly with some of his young men who he trains. You're listening to the Coach Bagley's Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show, but tonight the spotlight belonged to Steve Gardner. Thanks again, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're the best. Appreciate it. Let's take a short break. You're listening to the Coaches Show here at Buffalo Wild Wings on a Wednesday night, where we saw the Yankees pull one out 4-3 in 9 innings here on the big screen. Thanks again, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Let's get some of your kids here.
All right.
I'll put the headset back on and eliminate the dead air. By the way, don't forget, man, the
What's
young
that?
man who's looking over our shoulder.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about him. And
Number 10.
we got Jack Byer coming up next. I'll be interviewing Jack.
Yep.
And after that, Marty will come in and interview our punter, Jacob Bishop, and long snapper, Tyler Pitch.
Great interview with Steve Gardner.
Yeah. So we're going to take we're going to just change out seats. Then we're going to bring Jack in and we're going to start right away.
On-air production.
You got it. Darn kickers, you can't do anything with them. Welcome back to Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show. This is Irish Bill, and we're welcoming Navarre kicker Jr. Jack Byer. Welcome to the show once again. You were on last year, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
How long have I known you?
It's been a while.
6th or 7th grade, maybe?
Yeah, 6th or 7th grade.
Started working with my son Brady. Those that don't know, you should know by now, my son Brady runs the one-on-one kicking and punting out in Pensacola. He's been running that for a couple of years now, and he's been working with you at least since 7th grade, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, all the way up from then, just booming them.
Most definitely. And coming in this season, you were going to be in a battle with Cade Fugate. Unfortunately, Cade didn't recover fully from his injury last year, so the position was yours for the taking, and you have stepped up and taken it, because so far the first 5 games, you're 9 for 9 on extra points, 3 for 3 on field goals, and we've recovered a couple of onside kicks as well, and I know that's something that Brady really works with his kickers,
yeah.
Is it not?
It is. It's those field goals, is the long distance kicks, and those onside kicks are really what he preaches about all the time, especially because you always got to be creative as a kicker and mixing things up in different rhythms.
Does he still do that sideline drill?
He does.
Where you run from the sidelines. That was coach. His original coach taught him that, and what it does is, for those that don't know, it's a sideline drill. So basically, as the clock's winding down, you'll see it in some college games. The Georgia Tech kicker ran it to perfection a couple of weeks ago. Georgia Tech did. they basically they run from the sideline. They have like 3 seconds to get out to the ball, get set up, and kick. And they'll continuously do that. And then you usually do it at the latter part of your kicking, do you not?
Yeah, it's more towards the end most of the time, and he tries to wear us out before it. And then we'll go out there for 10 seconds. We only have 10 seconds to go out there. And then for me, most of the time, he lowers it down to like 7. I'm like, man, come on. Like, I know I'm athletic, but like, it gets a little much sometimes.
Well, I don't know if you have heard the latest. Have you ever met Reese Griffith, the kicker from Pace?
Yeah, that's my guy.
What he's doing right now?
Oh, he's going crazy right now.
Right now, he is 14 points shy of breaking the all-time scoring record at Mercer.
Yeah.
He's 4 field goals shy of breaking the all-time field goal record, and he's only a junior.
Yeah.
And that young man will probably be in the NFL someday.
Oh, yeah.
I truly believe that. But coming into this season, did you do anything differently in your training coming into this season to maybe get stronger with your legs or with your technique or anything coming into this year?
Coming into this year, I was going against that battle with Cade Fugit. That's still my guy. We still talk at school and all that. But I really knew I had something to prove this year. Last year with going 16 for 16 and having those points last year, I knew this year I wanted to do something better and I wanted to be stronger. So over the offseason, I was going to these camps. I went to a ton of camps, like 8 to 12 camps. Even the one of Cole's, it was National Showcase. And really it was something to experience. 3 days long of kicking and all these squats and all these different workouts that Marty's putting me through and all these other workouts Bagley's putting me through. But, at the end of the day, I knew I just had a goal to accomplish, and that's what we're doing this season.
And I think it's important to go to those other camps. I remember Brady going to one in Atlanta. I think it was his junior or senior year, and he knew there was going to be kickers from all over the country that were a lot better than him. But that's not the important thing to take away from those camps is to be able to watch these other kickers and maybe learn something from their workout ethic, their way that they approach their kicking. That's why it's important to go to all these camps.
Yeah. There was a kicker, he was my buddy named George from one of the camps, and I had been training with him at Cole's and all their camps, and me and him grew close, and he's honestly a great kicker. He's better than I am at kicking. He got ranked a 4.5 star. Absolutely booms every kick that he kicks. And after learning with him, the things that I've learned from him have really helped me excel.
Well, most definitely. And, I mean, the onside kicks, I know, like I said, Brady's really good at teaching the onside kicks. He did a lot in college. In fact, there was one game, he went 3 for 3 one game. And his coach at Miles College threw it out there, and first 2 kickoffs were onside kicks in the first quarter. He just they went 3 for 3 in one game, and 4 for 4 on his senior year, which is unheard of on onside kicks. But coming in this year, last year was a down year in scoring for the Raiders, only 135 points scored in all 10 games. It was the lowest number of points scored. But all you can do is your part because you just got to wait for your turn and you got to be ready. And mentally, what have you done to help your game mentally?
Mentally, I had a problem with going out there at practice and just trying to boot balls, make one, miss one. I want to go make another one, make another one, make another one. But really, I've been pulling back on myself because I know I got to take a deep breath in between every kick and even motivation sometimes. And praying before a game and right before I go out there to kick, I do a cross symbol before I go out there. And by my kicking net, I take a knee and I take a deep breath before I ever go back out there onto the field because I know I have something to go out there and prove, and I want to make sure that the Lord is with me while I'm out there.
I like to hear that, and Brady's that way as well. Without the man upstairs, none of us would be where we're at today.
Yes, sir.
And well, you got a big game coming up, homecoming this week. I got to have asked the important. Going to homecoming, have you got a date?
No. I'm going with my buddy. I would have gotten. I mean, I probably should have, but maybe for prom. Okay. But
I can take that.
For homecoming, I just want to stay with the guys. and start building a better connection even through homecoming and hanging out with everybody.
And from what I hear is you kind of recruited our long snapper that's going to be coming on the show here a little bit.
Oh, yeah, Tyler. That's my guy. I mentioned him to Coach, and I was like, this kid, he wants to be a long snapper. He works his butt off at receiver, has gotten the chance over there. But I know he'd be one heck of a long snapper. I mean, he's proved himself. He even called me. I'm going to mention he called me the other day after the ball went over my head versus Tate. He called me the other day, and he was like, we should go snapping this Saturday, and because I don't need to be snapping over your head because that was my fault. And he was owning up to it. He was showing that he wanted to be better. He wanted to be better for the team. He wanted to make it a difference for the team, especially.
Well, that's good to hear, because and you, like you said, you brought up Coach Marty with the Legacy Athletics, what he's doing, and what I've joined their team as well. What do you take away from the program with Legacy Athletics? What we're doing over there?
Legacy Athletics, I love the program. I mean, I was basically grandfathered in to the new places that we've worked out at. It's very much fundamental and small muscles that he builds up and that we build up there, because those small muscles really help with those twitch situations where you have to make that next step and you don't know mentally if you're going to be able to, but your body and those muscles that y'all train as and that Marty like makes a big deal about on the field, they make a tremendous deal, and it's insane.
Because with a kicker, I know it's important to have a strong core, because without a strong core, the ball's not going to go as far as you want it to. But I appreciate you coming on the show tonight. Next up, we're going to have Jacob. Anything I need to pass on to Marty about Jacob? I think he knows Jacob already.
Jacob's one guy. He got a big leg. He can do it.
He does. I've been very impressed with his hang times this year. Oh my gosh, and he had that 57-yarder the other night.
Oh yeah.
That swapped the fields, and that's important, swapping the fields. But we wish you all the best. Homecoming this Friday night against Escambia. I think we're going to bring home a W this Friday night.
Let's bring it home.
Thanks, Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Meyer, Navarre Raider place kicker. He's a junior, so we get to watch him kick for the next year. Next, we're going to have Marty Wilson's going to come up, and we're going to have Jacob Bishop come on. Jacob, the starting punter for Navarre and a future D1 punter, in my opinion. Strong leg, great hang time. And next, we're going to have Marty Wilson and Jacob Bishop.
What's going on, everyone? Marty Wilson checking in. I have Jacob Bishop with me. What's going on, champ? How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, always excited and giddy. Your energy is incredible, man. We're blessed to have you and Jack and Tyler heading up the special teams for us this year. I believe, in my personal opinion, that it's been the best phase of our team so far. And if we can execute on offense and defense like y'all have been on special teams, and like you've been on defense, bro, you've been crushing it. I think we're going to get a win real soon, this Friday. We all picked Navarre this week and last week, and y'all are playing really good, man. I just can't wait to see that turn into W's. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm excited. It's homecoming week. We got a big game, so we're really hoping to win. I mean, it kind of sucks being 0-5, but I mean, that's really past us, so we just got to win every game at a time now.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of lessons, man, but you can see on the field, bro. Like, I'm not a huge person that, says no matter what the record says, this team is that good or not that good. But just looking at y'all on tape, man, after I watched the game live, there's a lot of ballers out there, and you're one of them. There's some coaches in the area, including Bill Hamill, that's just been saying this is a D1 punter right here, and Bill knows like special teams really well. His son Brady Hamill has been incredible out here training athletes, specifically kickers, punters, and long snappers. So it's huge, man, for him to say that about you. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it makes me feel pretty good, confident.
Yeah.
I enjoy going out there, and I'd rather us not have to go punt and we score every time. But when I go out there, I know I just need to do my job, and I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, man. You've been punting the ball really, really well. So we know how incredible you are on the football field, man. But the community needs to know Jacob Bishop. Not only are you a very intelligent, good-looking young man, but, I mean, you're smiling all the time. I see how your teammates respond to you, man. They love you. How does the locker room feel right now in regards to, like, mentally, spiritually, and physically? How does everybody feel, like, according to you?
I mean, we really just want to win. We want to go out there. We've worked hard. We get up every morning early. We go out there and practice. We practice after school every day, and we're just ready to go out there and win.
I love it.
Play.
Yeah. So tell the Navarre community about you personally, man. So are you from the area?
No.
Where were you born and raised?
So originally I'm from Youngsville, North Carolina. It's like 30 minutes away from Raleigh. And then after that, we moved to North Dakota. I lived in North Dakota for 6 years, and then I moved to California for 3, and my dad retired in 2018, and I've lived here ever since.
When were you in North Dakota?
So I moved there I think we moved 2013 because I was there for 6 years.
I just missed you. I was Josh was there with me. We were in North Dakota, man. Minot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you were at?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that, man. Yeah, we got there in 2015.
Okay.
And then we left there to come here. They were trying to get me to go to Africa.
Ooh.
I was a well driller, and I was really good at it, man. I went to Afghanistan a couple times to drill there. That was like a deal breaker for me. That's the reason why I decided to come here, just so that, all of my children, well, they're all adults now, so they can come to a stable location and finish out high school, man. But that's crazy. I didn't know you were in North Dakota. That's awesome.
I mean,
all right.
I enjoyed the snow. I enjoyed the snow a lot.
Bro, look, the house parties there, the houses were huge. Like, I mean, I felt like the community was, like, real tight. How did you feel about it?
I mean, I had a 3-story house, and my yard was huge, so I was chilling.
I love North Dakota, man. Okay, cool. So, Dad moved around a lot in the military.
Mm-hmm.
What was his job?
So he worked on AC-130s. He was in the military for 20 years, so I don't really know much more than he worked on AC-130s, and he was in there for 20 years. And he went overseas a lot as well.
Yeah. Honestly, man, most of us don't really like to talk about work when we get home.
Yeah.
And that's good. I'm glad he
I
didn't.
know when we were in Minot, I think he went on deployment a lot.
Yeah.
He was gone. I think he was gone like 10 times.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How did that make y'all feel? So one time I came back from I think I was in Korea or Afghanistan. I came back home, and Josh wouldn't talk to me for like a week, bro. I think he was like 7 years old, maybe 5 to 7. And how did you feel when Dad came back? Were you just excited to have him home? Were you confused? Like, why are you going all the time?
I really don't remember it much.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, obviously I was excited seeing my dad home because when he'd leave, he'd go for 3-5 months at a time. Yeah. Just depended on whatever his contract was or however that works.
Yeah, brother. I personally, I want to thank your dad for his service. What's his name?
William Frank Lamb, but he goes by Frank.
No, I got you. Frank, thank you so much for your service. You've done a great job raising this young man. And we appreciate that. So, like, we were just talking about, like, recruiting visits and colleges and stuff like that. Obviously, you're getting a whole lot of attention as a punter and a defensive player in the area, similar to what Vinny Villanova was last year for the team. When you get to college and when you choose that destination, what do you want to major in? What are you interested in?
I don't really know right now, to be honest. I've seen stuff in, like, cybersecurity, stuff like that. I don't know if you can major in that, but that's a line of work I'd like to go into.
Yeah,
I guess.
Bro, it's a very popular line of work too. I got a couple buddies that do it, so that's not bad, man. That's good. Okay. So, outside of school, what do you normally do for fun, man? I see y'all boys are tight knit. The energy is crazy, especially between you and Jack. What do you like to do outside of football in the classroom?
Sometimes I go and golf on the weekends. Don't really have much time to do that right now, but when the off season is, golfed a lot, and I don't know, I just kind of go home and do schoolwork. I don't.
Hey, bro, I've heard that like twice. Kyle Hughes and Marquez White, they talked about golfing. So what's the best part of your game? Is it the long game or the short game?
I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I shoot like 100 every time.
But do you have power though? Can you drive the ball?
No. I could drive it, but it just goes to the right every time.
Okay. Oh, that's funny, man. That's cool. Okay. So it seems like we got a lot of Navarre players that love to golf, man. I gotta learn my game. I'm pretty good at Tiger Woods, though. Well, the old Tiger Woods, I'm really good at that. But that's cool, man. Okay, so what's your message to the community, man? So, we talked about, the fun you have, what life is like in the locker room right now. What message do you have to the community? There's a lot of people that still believe we're behind y'all, backing y'all, and then we got some, some naysayers, some people that have been kind of divisive in their opinions and stuff like that. Talk to the community about why we should continue to support and why we're going to get that W this Friday.
I mean, the community's not. I mean, they're there watching everything, but we do put in a lot of work as a team, and it's a lot. And I guess, hold on, let me put it into words.
Take your time.
I mean, no matter what, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna fight the whole game, like we always do.
Yep.
No matter the result, but we want to win, and I put my we're
I got you.
we're gonna go there and win this.
I got
we're
you.
Gonna
So
win.
you're a polished up young man. You're getting ready for some major interviews at the next level. So I'm glad that you know how to collect your thoughts. And if there's an opinion you need to keep to yourself, that's a good thing, man. I'm proud of you for that. So the last thing I want to ask you is, I don't know if anyone's ever asked you, man, who's your favorite punter of all time?
Well, I like Pat McAfee.
That's my homie. I
like
Pat
Pat McAfee, but that punter on the Eagles right now he's really good.
Oh yeah, he's a dog too.
He boots that thing.
Yes, sir. No, man, Pat McAfee is. If y'all don't know Pat McAfee, he has his own show on ESPN. The dude is hilarious, but he was also physical. He reminded me of you, man. Like, he can hit. Like, Pat was out
He's
there,
big
big dude. Yeah, big dude. So, no, that's awesome, man. Okay, so finally, man, what's your why, man? I talk to young athletes all the time, even older ones. I used to sit down and have goal sessions with my kids, and we would talk about what's going to help. Once you hit a goal, what's going to help you continue to push? So your why. What happened to you in the past? What hurt you? What motivates you and inspires you every single day to be better?
I don't really have one. I enjoy going out there. I love playing football. I love punting the ball. I don't know. I enjoy what
love
I
the
do.
game.
I love the game.
Bro, that's good enough. That's good. Tom Brady actually mentioned that. Like, he just loves the game, man. Like, he was competitive growing up, but he talks about that, just loving the game.
I watch football every Saturday.
Let's go.
I don't watch much NFL.
Okay.
I mean, I go for the Falcons, but
I'm a Falcon fan too.
My guy. We're not doing too good right now, but
we're gonna get better.
That's
We're
okay.
gonna get better. We're gonna get better. We got some really good skill players, man. We got to get better in the trenches, but everything's gonna work out. All right, man. That's all I got for you, champ. I really appreciate your time. Looking forward to hopefully getting on an unofficial visit with you at UWF, man. So looking forward to that. You're doing big things in the community, well known, man, especially in the college ranks in regards to the coaches that I've been communicating with. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Jacob Bishop, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, young Tyler Pitch. So I promise all three of these athletes are football players. They're not models, So parents and, young ladies at home, y'all, keep your energy down a little bit so we can get this interview done. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, brother?
What's up?
Good, man. Good. So, everything's been very interesting with our season so far this year. But I've been adamant about my opinion on the special teams unit. Y'all have done an incredible job, in my opinion. It's been the best phase of the team. I feel like if the offense and defense can execute consistently as well as y'all been doing, we'd probably be 2 wins in the win column. How do you feel about that?
I agree. I think our special teams have really been doing good, and same with our offense and defense, but we really just need to turn it up a notch.
That's good. So you're in the locker room, man. I love how tight everybody is. I love how y'all have been having each other's back, especially the coaching staff. Y'all have had the coaching staff's back no matter what this entire season. How do things feel in the locker room for you right now, Tyler?
I really think everyone's really locked in, and everyone really wants to win. We're all very motivated, and I think we're all ready to win.
That's good. Okay. Well, speaking of motivation, man, what motivates you day to day? Like, what inspires you to be great and to go out there? And also, like, when you answer this question, please let everybody know what position that you currently play on the team.
Currently, I play slot receiver. I'm Brody Powers' backup.
Let's go.
And I think what really motivates me is just to help out the team and do anything I can to help win games.
Okay. So what motivates you to want to win games?
I say my family and my mom.
Your mom. So your mom, obviously, that's the first time I ever met you. I think we were at the gym, and you were with your mom, man. Please tell us why, your mom is such a motivating factor with your inspiration and what you want to do in the future.
With the gym, my mom first got me in the gym in middle school, my 14U season. And she really was like pushing me hard in the gym to get me stronger. And it's paid off a lot.
It has. Hey, you've grown so much, I can tell. And I remember seeing you in there, man. And your mom is an absolute beast warrior in that gym. Please don't mind me, ma'am. But that's a tremendous credit, to you and your work ethic. So how long has your mom been inspiring you to not only be better physically, mentally, and spiritually, but just overall?
Well, I think it's like from the beginning. Both of my parents really were like pushing me on my grades my whole school, like all of my school years. And yeah, both of them were like been pushing me a lot to get better.
Okay. Did they have a big influence on why you started playing football? Are there any other sports that you play?
I play basketball and lacrosse too.
Nice, bro. That is awesome. Lacrosse team is incredible as well.
Yeah.
Man, I don't – a lot of people sleeping on that lacrosse team, y'all. We got some great athletes in Navarre. I'm excited to see y'all play this year. That's cool, man. So outside of the locker room, off the field, man, what do you like to do for fun? So when Tyler's just chilling and hanging out, what brings that excitement out of you, man, off the field?
I mean, I don't really do much besides schoolwork and sports, but I heard Jacob plays a lot of golf too, and I play golf with my mom a lot too.
Okay. Your mom plays golf as well?
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. All right, so what's the best part of your game? Is it the short game or the long game?
It's the short game. I can't hit it really far.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how far do you drive it right now?
I don't really know, but it's not that far.
All right, so most of the young athletes that we communicate, including Bill, they have an opportunity when it comes to the short game, man. So that could probably separate you from everybody else. Man, I like that. Okay. So we're probably going to end up, at one of the West Florida games here pretty soon, champ. Have you decided where you want to go? Do you have a vision in your mind on what you want to do at the next level in college? And also, what would you like to major in? What are you interested in for work?
I really, the past few years, aerospace engineering has really grabbed my attention. And I think majoring in aerospace engineering would be really cool to do.
Let's go, bro. I think that might be the first time I've ever heard anybody say that. And I'll talk to a lot of people, man. That's cool. It sounds like it's higher than my pay grade. I was a civil engineer, by the way. So engineering is definitely in my wheelhouse, but that sounds like it's incredibly tough, man. Okay, so if there's a message that you can give the entire community right now, Tyler, including your family, about the state of the Navarre Raiders and why we're going to get a W this Friday, what would you tell them?
I would just say stay positive. We've been grinding every day. We've been working a lot, and we're going to get this win on Friday.
I like it, man. You seem you are a very confident person, and I like that. You got really good people skills, great energy. I love what's happening in the locker room right now, and I truly believe Friday we're going to get that W as well.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, finally, man, you talked about your mom. You talked about your dad. Is there something specific that motivates and drives you to be the best Tyler that you could possibly be? I have an acronym, WHY. What hurt you? What happened to you in the past that inspires you every single day to be the best version of yourself? What would that be?
I think at the end of the day, it just boils down to wanting to be successful. And I really just want to be successful. So that just motivates me to push as hard as I can whenever I can.
Let's go, Tyler. Okay, so do you have any modeling in your future, man? Hey, Bob wanted me to ask that. I'm joking. But no, man. Hey, y'all, we're blessed to have three great young men tonight on the broadcast. Thank y'all for tuning in, meeting Tyler Pitch. Make sure when y'all see him out there in the streets, you let this young man know how much we're going to continue to support Navarre. And we got their back 100%. Is there anything else you want to say to the crowd, man, before you get off?
I don't think so.
All right, cool. So, Tyler Pitch, y'all, we appreciate you, brother. Great interview.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
PDA there.
Hey, Bob, we're getting the band back together. We're getting the band back together.
We got the band back together.
Right.
We're the good old boys.
We're the good old boys. I love that movie, Blues
Just
Brothers.
Just a minute. We got to talk to Bob. We're going to talk to Bob.
Bob, the owner.
I don't know.
We're the Blues Brothers band, the good old boys. But
well, that's cool. Yeah,
Tyler's
definitely.
mom.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad that the parents come over and celebrate. The kids work hard, and we try to get everybody,
Absolutely.
each position group. We try to get them and the coaches over
Time
here
for the
on
managers,
the manager,
cheerleaders.
Most definitely. I think we'll see what Coach Bagley texted me on Sunday night and said, "This is who's coming." He goes, "Do you need me out there?" I said, "No, Coach. I think you got a lot of things going on at home right now with the new youngin. They're doing mom and daughter are doing well from
all
what
girls.
He says, and all girls.
Hey, Jonathan Ferris.
Hey, Jonathan.
Dude.
Jonathan sent me a message today. He wants an Irish Bill polo, so I'm going to send him.
We could probably make that happen.
We're going to make that happen, and we'll send it up to Prattville. He moved up to Prattville. He lived over in Monticello for a while.
He knows a lot of the same people that I do.
Yeah, he's
people at the
he
YMCA.
He loves high school football, and he helped me out once over in Tallahassee when you couldn't make the trip. And I appreciate Jonathan, and he loves what we're doing here at Irish Bill Sports, and he's got a lot of energy when it comes to high school football. He likes to collect the schedules just like I do prior to the season. He helps me out. In fact, he got me a few schedules going into this season as well that I couldn't track down.
Right.
So I appreciate Jonathan's help. But how'd the interview go with Coach Gardner?
Oh, it was awesome. It was good. I learned a whole lot. Did not realize he was a military veteran.
Yes, indeed.
Served firefighter and working in a fire prevention business and an alarm company. Talked about, it was just, he exudes so much love for his boys.
Oh yeah, he works hard with them, and he tries to take care of them as they move on into high school and try to get them on to the next level. And I think we got a bright future with Jack and Jacob. What a leg that young man has punting the ball.
Oh, I said probably the two best special team guys in Northwest Florida, no doubt. Jack kicking 40-plussers. And
he's got two of them this year, 41 and 43. He's 3 for 3 on the year.
Kicking some 50-yarders in practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've known Jack since he was about in 6th or 7th grade. because Brady's been working with him a lot since then.
Mm-hmm.
And then he joined up with Marty at Legacy Athletics as well, kind of grandfathered in with them. And I love the positivity coming out of everybody that we have on the show every Wednesday night. They're 0-5, but you know what? You can't tell. They're not down in the dumps. They know they got to continue to work hard,
right?
Because they got big games still yet to come in this season.
Yep, absolutely. Our backs may be to the wall, but we got a Scambia. We got who else?
Then we go on to Crestview next week, and then we got Pace and Pace after that. Actually, we got Gulf Breeze after that, and then we finish up with Pace and Niceville on the road.
Yeah, I'm going to miss the Crestview game, unfortunately.
We won't get to see your brother from another mother up there in Crestview, Coach Grant.
Well,
is he buried in Grant's?
He's buried in Grant's tomb. No, actually, we're going to go up and see Alyssa.
Okay. The Ole Miss game.
Yeah, Ole Miss, and
what a big win for them last weekend against LSU.
Man. Yeah, Coach O was so disappointed he went to New York.
Yeah, he tried to rally the troops up there in the Ryder Cup, but just couldn't get it done. But thanks everyone for coming on.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
It's school night. It's 9:30.
It is school night.
I don't care how old you are.
It's almost past our bedtime too, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
that's getting close.
I'm off tomorrow.
You are off tomorrow. So am I. But
you picked a good time to retire there, sir.
That's the way it looks right now. Wow. Yeah, one of my good friends that messaged me yesterday. He works in civilian personnel down in San Antonio, and he goes, "Bill, I think you picked the perfect time to head out the door." But
maybe they should call you the pick wizard because you picked a good time.
I'll go back. You picked a fine time to lose me, Lucille. 4 hungry children and the crop in the field. God, and we know that song. That's the scary part, isn't it, Bob?
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
I mean, that was the first time I think that we've had Jacob on, and I know it's the first time that we've had Tyler on, and they both did great. I was listening over there and on the side, listening to their interviews and everything. I had a chance to talk with Jack.
They're an important part of the team, man. Jacob Bishop.
But I told Jacob, I said, if you don't come on the field, I won't be disappointed.
That's true, except on defense.
Well, on defense, yes.
You have to.
But he knew what I meant about punting. But if we don't see the punter at all Friday night, that would be a good night.
Well, that's what Coach said about – I said, well, we don't want any of your players to be on the field. He said, no, we want Jack on the field for extra.
And if Jack's out there, we got to have Tyler out there, too, because somebody's got to snap the ball.
That's true. True that.
And Roman's already going to be there because he's the holder. But we got a big game coming up this Friday night at Scambia.
Yep.
And
have you gone through the games?
I have gone through the games.
Okay.
You want to look at them and see if anything stands out? What game?
High school, Pace in Madison County. I'd love to be at that game.
I would too. But I'm not driving 200 and some miles to go to that game.
Oh, you're selfish.
That's 200. That's 235, 240 miles over to Madison County.
Taylor and McClay, I think, will be entertaining.
I think that's going to be a great game. I'm looking here. I think Cottondale and Franklin County is going to be a good game. Both teams are playing well right now.
Lincoln going to Boot Hill.
They're going across to Gadsden County.
Oh, sorry. Gadsden County.
After that 70 spot they put up on Leon last week. And Leon going up into Georgia to face the syrup makers. That could be a sticky situation for them.
That's so funny.
That's the second time I used that one tonight.
I forgot to laugh.
We got Godby Niceville. Let's see if Niceville loses Friday night, that would be their third straight home loss. Have you ever? When's the last time that you ever heard Niceville losing 3 games in a row at home?
Never.
And in fact, as long as I've been in this area, I've never seen Niceville lose 3 games in a row at home. I've seen them lose 3 games in a row, but not at home. And Godby is one of those teams that if they show up, they could be a really good, really tough team.
How'd you like to be at the Graceville Vernon game?
As I told Marty, that's a battle of attrition. Vernon, did not play last week because they did not field enough players to play Lighthouse.
Really?
Yeah, so that was a forfeit for Lighthouse last week. They did not make the trip down to Lighthouse. Graceville coming back after not playing last year. Vernon, just don't have the numbers that they used to. New head coach late in the summer.
Right.
Just everything stacked up against them coming into this season.
Wakulla at Fort Walton.
Fort Walton Beach got their first win.
Against Walton.
Against Walton. That one surprised the heck out of me.
It did.
But not as much as Chipley at home last week getting shut out.
What in the
Holmes
heck?
County came in and shut Chipley out.
Holmes County could be tough in the playoff, dude.
They played a lot of close games.
They
on
sure
the
have,
season.
and I think it's going to benefit them. Going over to the college side.
We got some big games coming up this week.
Yeah, I texted you all last night. I think Florida State's going to pull it off. I really do.
That's who I took as well. Marty took Florida State as well. I think he's going to be over in the Tallahassee area this weekend.
I'm the only one that picked Vandy, huh?
I was leaning because you know how much I love to give Debbie a hard time.
Leaning.
But I had to end up going with Bama, especially after the way they played at Georgia last week.
I thought I picked Florida.
Did you pick Florida?
I did.
Okay, I'll change that over. I'll change that
That'll
over.
be a loss, but, you got a feeling on the road.
Got a feeling.
Ben Hillcrest Stadium, I've been there, man.
Actually, my first visit to that stadium was 1991. Danny Werfel was the quarterback at Fort Walton Beach. They're playing St. Thomas Aquinas. Had a Christmas party on Friday night. The wife and I left after the Christmas party. It was like 11 o'clock at night. Drove through the night. Got a hotel room for a couple hours in Gainesville because we were going down to Sarasota for Christmas. And Christmas vacation, and got to see Danny Werfel play his final high school game, and what a game that was as they routed. Slow start. They got down 14-0.
Yep.
St. Thomas Aquinas. But came back and ended up, I believe it was like 37-21 or something like that. And Danny Werfel, what a night, what a day he had.
That was a really magical year.
15-0.
Mark Stevens and I were there. You said 13-0. A lot of 13s in the year. We beat two teams whose quarterback was number 13, 13-0. Mark and I stayed on at the Holiday Inn on the corner of whatever and 13th Street. And we used, back in the day, phone jacks, and we were on phone jack number 13. So it was really wild.
Ironic. That's like me when I out-processed the other day. The lady that out-processed me from the base, the civilian personnel, was the same lady that in-processed me as a civilian 16 years ago to the day.
Shut up.
Yeah. And she's actually a friend of mine. I used to work with her. But so 16 years apart.
Did she take your job, or it was different?
No.
Different department?
She had a different job than I did.
Yeah.
And she moved up and into another squadron and everything. But she ended up moving up within the last year up to civilian personnel. And she out-processed me 16 years to the day after she in-processed me. There are things that are kind of ironic, and we talk about Danny Werfel. His dad was my chaplain in my unit when I got to Hobart back in 1991, and great guy.
Yep.
He didn't like going to commander's call and flying squadrons because of the language at times in those flying squadrons, and but he was a great guy. And my wife Brenda came and I moved down here. We love going to games. We used to go to Cincinnati games a lot when we were in Dayton, Ohio. We used to go to Dayton Flyers. They were basketball and football. Hockey we used to love going to. When we got down here, it's like, we gotta follow somebody. So
we got some great games, some other good games. Duke in California.
I think that's going to be an excellent game.
California's undefeated. I think Duke might be 2.
Mississippi State at A&M is going to be a good game.
Did Mississippi State lose last week?
They did lose last week.
Okay, so they have one loss.
Yeah, they lost to Tennessee in overtime.
That's right. Yeah.
Great game.
Yep. I think I picked Mississippi State.
Oklahoma's still not playing anybody. They got Kent State this week. Brady's up in Indiana going to the Notre Dame Boise State game.
Shut up.
Yeah, he got it. He went up there today. He's staying with my brother, and they're all going over to the game on Saturday, which is a feat in itself. Years ago, a friend of mine, well, his brother played at Notre Dame in the late 60s, and he got tickets.
Rudy?
No, it wasn't Rudy. But he got tickets to the game, so I've been up there a couple of times, and he had an extra ticket, and I go to my brother. I say, hey, got an extra. That's not going to cost you anything. You know what today is in Indiana? The start of hunting season.
Oh, crap.
And my brother's a big hunter, and so he wouldn't go to me. But he's going to go with my son to the game on Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
On Saturday, him and my nephew, I believe, are going, and my niece's husband, they're all going over to the game on Saturday. Then he's flying up later in the month to Boston for the Boston College game.
Wow.
Yeah. It's nice to be young and carefree and just – well, it also helps to work at the airport because you get really good price on your
connections.
Indeed.
Texas, Florida.
Is this the one game that DJ Lagway finally steps up?
Or Arch Manning falls down?
Possibly. You know what? I'm a big.
That's a tough place to play, dude.
I'm a firm believer in karma. I really believe in karma. And during that Texas Sam Houston game, when Art scored and he's standing over the player in the end zone, I didn't really care for that much.
Yeah, kind of.
It was like, act like you've been there before, and as a Manning, you know he's been there before.
Absolutely.
And I thought it was just, in my opinion, I thought it was kind of Bush League. And karma has a way of rearing its ugly head.
Boise State, Notre Dame, first time they've ever played.
Yeah, indeed, and no Ashton Genty coming out in the backfield.
I bet you're happy about
Boise.
that.
I am. Actually, especially after what he did to my Bears on Sunday.
Yeah.
Gosh.
He tore it up. But you came out with a W.
That's all that matters in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But we missed you last night.
Yep.
But you were at a game. You were doing a game last night.
Yep.
And how did that go?
Pretty good. ECMS came on top, 20-6.
That would be Emerald Coast Middle School.
Emerald Coast Middle School. A little tougher than we anticipated, 6-6 at halftime. And as it all plays out, because who beat whom and all that, Emerald Coast Middle School is in a championship game next Tuesday night.
Against?
Freeport.
And did you
Freeport.
guys they just recently played Freeport?
They played Freeport earlier in the year and beat them 54-0, and it was ugly.
Ouch.
We started the second half with a running clock, and
well, we've hit the 9:30 hour, and you know what that usually means. It's about time for us older folks, not older, as he starts to yawn.
No, I was starting to fall asleep.
Hopefully I'm not the reason you're falling asleep, but well, thank you and Marty and
absolutely.
Coach Gardner and Jack Byer and Jacob Bishop and Tyler Pitch for coming on the show tonight.
Great kids, man.
And our viewing audience out there, that Lexi is Tyler's mom.
Don't be a stranger.
Debbie, I will be rooting for Vendy, but I think Bama's going to win, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I think, yeah. And if you tuned in because your friend or your relative was on, don't be a stranger. Tune on in, and this is one way you can support the Raiders.
Most definitely.
Listen to what these kids are. You may know who they are, maybe not. And I just learned so much about these kids and how they dress, and
they represent their school very well.
They do. They do very well. Listen, one of our good friends lost a job this week.
Yeah.
Coach Jay Walls.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about your friend Sam Pittman. He lost his job as well.
Oh, but he's not a friend. I don't know him. I don't know Sam that well. I don't know him on a first name basis.
Yeah.
Sammy.
Yeah, Coach Jay Walls. In fact, I messaged him on Sunday, and he gracefully replied to me, and he said, "Bill, everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
Going to keep moving forward. I always wish the best for him and Amy, whatever direction they go. They did great things at Navarre while they were here." And he said, "I'm not worried." He said, "There's something else down the road."
Did he finish his time in Georgia?
That's my only question. I know he had to. I thought he had to be there 2 years, and this was his second year there. So he's working on his Georgia retirement. So
we'd
he'll
love
have
to have him at Soundside, the new school.
And don't be surprised,
or Tony Carter,
because I know he's has a good relationship with the incoming principal.
Yeah.
Casey Winfelder is going to be the new principal at Southside. She heads over there in January. Have you ever been by the school lately? It's really starting to come into get.
It really is. Yep.
And it's going to be a beautiful
school. I want
to
pull in and do the Paul Villanova and do the tour and pretend like I'm a construction worker.
Only Paul can be Paul.
Paul could.
Where
is Paul?
Yeah, we're going to start, instead of "Where's Waldo," we're going to start "Where's Paul."
Put his face on the back of a milk carton.
Yeah, so we haven't seen him in weeks other than Friday nights. He comes and he goes. He's like the seasons. He comes and he goes, and he doesn't stick around very long.
I mean, his wife even came up and put her hands over my eyes.
I know it's good to see Cynthia up on the top of the press box the other night. I didn't have much of a chance to talk to her since we were still on the air.
Yeah, it really improves the beauty of the
that's for sure.
Roof, for sure. But, big game, district game at home. Friendly confines.
Not district, homecoming game.
Not a district game, sorry.
Yeah. Crestview next week, Pace in a couple weeks after that.
Well, you want to build momentum, Bill Hamill.
Most definitely. And I can tell you one thing, these young men are not going to – they're going to keep working hard. And
what's Scambia's record? 1-4.
They're 1-4. They got their first win last week against Washington, 22-3. And Washington gets to play at Blue Wahoo Stadium this week against Pensacola, I believe.
Yep, one of the oldest rivalries.
I took Pensacola. You all took Washington. I took Pensacola. They're playing much better football right now.
Interesting.
So, and I'm a big fan of Coach Mike Bennett. Even though he's not there, he's at Escambia. So we'll see
Coach Bennett still at
He used to be
Escambia?
He's still the head coach at Escambia. So we'll see him Friday night. I remember him when I started doing games for Navarre, and he was still over at Pensacola High. He's done a lot of great things in this area with high school football in Pensacola.
Sure has. I think I read, and I think I sent to you, we lost a legend in Northwest Florida.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Glad you did.
Hurley Manning passed away, I believe.
Most definitely, and I thought it was great what Milton did yesterday. They turned on the lights at the stadium, left them on all day in his memory, and I think that was well done, Milton.
Class.
Way to respond to an event that is always tragic when anybody passes, but he's a legend in this area, and the field named after him up at.
Yep. I've reffed a few games there in Milton, and Hurley was funny, man. You know, he'd have a 10-0 team, but we'd ask him as he was getting us set up where the officials were going to dress. He would do it personally. He'd open doors for us. And, well, Hurley, how are you going to do this year? Oh, heck, man. 4-6, 5-5 at best, you know, and they'd run the table. They'd run the table, and
he won championships in back-to-back years in '78 and '79, and he's a legend in these parts. And
we pray for his soul, and certainly thank he and his family for their contributions.
Most definitely. So I think now's a good about time since we remembered Coach Manning. I couldn't think of a better way to end the show on this night in his memory. And Irish Bill, Seminole Bob, Marty Wilson, and all the Coach Gardner and his special teams crew, we thank you.
Looking over our shoulder, Bill Hamill.
I know. We look back here and
Ian
Lockwood. They got a special tribute here at Buffalo Wild Wings behind us. Raider helmet, one of Ian's old jerseys, picture of Ian. And
that's got to be. I mean, that's kind of chilling a little bit. How
it is.
We're in the booth. We were signed, and look who's behind us.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
But so
time to introduce ourselves to a pillow.
Yes, indeed, and I'm ready for that pillow right now.
Sir.
So thanks everyone for coming on and watching tonight's show. We appreciate all of you. We'll be back on the air Friday night, 7 o'clock. It's homecoming for the Raiders.
Yep.
All the more reason that the Raiders are going to pull home a W this Friday night, get their first win of the season. Have a great night, and